Hello, my darlings. How are you? I'm so glad. Can you see me okay? Hello, hello. Hi, hi. Let me know in the chat if you can see me, please. Please. I would love that. Let me see. Here we are. Let me see. Look at this. Can you see me okay, everybody? How are you? How are you? Hi, everybody. Can you see me? All right. I am so glad. I'm so glad that you're here. I am so excited. Oh, wait, where's my mic? Hello. Oh my goodness. Hello. Now you can probably hear me. So, we should be simultaneously streaming on Crime Time with True Oracle. So let me know if you can see this, if you see True Oracle, and if we have our beautiful Marie in the chat, if you could let me know if you see it. Hello, good to see you. Good to see everybody. Hello, I love this. I am trying out a new stream. Hi, everybody. There is Marie. And please let me know if you can see the other stream on Crime Time. Let me see. I might be able to pull it up here. Let me change over here a second. So bear with me. This is a brand new stream system. You might as well just say a stream account, because I get a little tired of dealing with let me see. StreamYard, sorry. Okay, let me see if I can pull this up. Well, it says that we're live on there. So, okay, well, I'll take its word for it. How's that? So there we go. Look at Lois Lane. She has become a member. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Hello, hello, hello to everybody, and welcome. Okay, so I think we're okay. I think we're okay here. I do want to check to make sure that I've got this going, pardon me, on this other channel. And we can go from there. Yes, you see me. All right. Bravo. Welcome. Welcome. Crime Time with True Oracle. Welcome, welcome. So here we go. If you aren't already subscribed, please do me a favor and do that now if you're watching, so that you can go ahead and comment and participate and do all these other things. So hello, hello, hello. It's been a week and it's been chilly. I want you to know that I have a food order coming for my son, but I want you to know that it is so cold around here. I feel like we're hanging meat. Listen to my voice. And we had been, our electric was a little spotty. Our internet was a little spotty. So let me know if you see anything funky. Give me a second. You guys are so cute. Thank you, thank you. I am so blessed that you are here. We've got a show, my darlings. And the reason that we are simultaneously casting with Crime Time with True Oracle, I have to be careful, Crime Time with True Oracle, is because the second half, I'm going to be reading cards for everyone. If you've got a question, get it ready. When I tell you, all you have to do is just basically say, Zelda, I want you to put a question mark in front of it so I know that you're asking the question. I want you to say, Zelda, I'm going to have a camera on the cards. I'm getting to be hot stuff here. So I'm going to have a camera on the cards, and I'm going to have, so I'm going to be reading cards. And if you've got a question when the time comes, just put it in the chat. And if you don't mind everybody else seeing it, well, that's it. I'll allow it. There we go. I'll allow it. I love it. I love it. There we go. I'll love it. Sorry for the voice. Okay. So Jerry, thank you so much. This is a new trial and error, and I'm just so happy that, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to take the chat out of the overlay because it's kind of messing me up a little bit. But I will tell you, my darlings, I'm excited because, you know, we have to find some things, and there we go, is a nice little overlay. We have to find some things that work for us, don't we? That's the most important thing. We've had a week. We've had a week. Let me see. What was the other channel else you are broadcasting on? I'll give you a link here, my darlings. And it is this. Oh, no, wait, it's not this. Hello. Let me give you another link. Let me see. I don't know if I can get it or not. Let me go back here. I'll get it for you, I promise. There we go. We'll get started. We'll get started one of these days. This is the other channel right here. And you can go right over here. There we go. So that's the other channel. I don't know how you're going to click on it. But if you search for Crime Time with True Oracle, you should be able to find it. Should be able to find it. So my camera is a little, I feel like Turtle Boy. My camera is a little wonky. My virtual is a little wonky. What we gonna do? All right. So yeah, this is a lot of fun. So my darlings, you get notifications for both. Wonderful. Now we've had a week. Not only are the fires still burning in Los Angeles, prayers for them. This kind of drives me crazy, this virtual thing, but I don't know how to fix it. So if you guys can hack it, so can I. Oh, and hello. Hi. Hi there. From the UK. Hugs and hugs, hugs, hugs. It is late there. So thank you there for so much for coming. Hi there. Hello, hello. I wish I could put all of you in here. Hello. Good to see you here. So a couple of things. I did confirm that Diddy's house did not burn. He and Tom Hanks have two of the houses that I know of, and James Woods, that did not lose their home. A lot of other people's do. So prayers for them. And I will tell you the disturbing thing that I heard, right? And this came from a valuable news source, so it's not funky stuff. I confirmed that they have arrested 5 people so far who have started this. They each had 5 burner phones and debit cards to a worldwide organization. I'm not going to put it up here. Don't want to put it in the chat because I'll get dinged for that. But you can imagine. Keep your eye out. I have a client in Los Angeles that she is a nurse and she stayed behind to take care of patients. And she said, not only is it scary for the fires, but it's also extremely scary because of the people now roaming around in the streets that have nefarious activity in mind. That's the crazy. So my darlings, I know what you're saying, Roxy. I'm not going to put up here. I did see where there were some people that were putting that on, but I don't know if there was any on there. I gotcha. I know exactly what you mean. Auntie BB, that is a wonderful question. I do have information according to Nick Rocco, I think is his name. He said that AJ checked in and said that so far their home is okay. They are not at home. They have evacuated. They are somewhere else. And they are doing everything that they can to keep up on things. That's what they're doing. And that's the big thing that they're trying to do. They have not lost their home yet, but right now they are being, I'm trying to fix my camera because it's flickering bad. Right now they are surrounded, AJ. Now, Dr. Russell, I don't know. Yes. JLR, I know who you mean. Wild Man's mom, I know exactly who you are. Why always California? Well, I'm going to tell you, yesterday some fires broke out in Brooklyn, New York. If anybody is here from Brooklyn, New York, yikes, yikes, yikes. That was also happening. So that is it's crazy time. Now, I'm going to tell you what I told Marie a couple of days ago, maybe 3 days ago. And I have said this in a previous stream. If this bothers you, I feel like I'm from a different dimension. Maybe I need to scoot closer. So for all of you, I want you to know a few little world predictions. I have to be careful how I say this. So far, and a few months ago, I said there's going to be 4 disasters. They're going to be the 4 elements. It's going to be wind, fire, rain, and then there's going to be earth. Yesterday, a couple of days ago, they started having some earthquakes. Now they're starting to have some sonic booms reporting, and there's a little activity coming out of Area 51 in Nevada. How do you like that one? So, thank you so much, Mrs. Smith. I love you. Say hello to Mr. Smith for me. I love that show. That's why I'm saying that. I don't want you to think anything weird, but I love that. I love that movie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I love it. Um, Ken, thank you, my darling, for being here, all the way from the UK. And I also want you to say hello to all of our friends in the community who will be watching this overnight and in the morning with their breakfast. And hello to all of you. We love you. Thank you for being here. So we've got two more elemental type things coming. I want you to know that starting right around on the 15th to the 17th, the energy is going to get a little wonky. And as we go through this 20th of January, which is the presidential inauguration, I want everyone to be on their tiptoes top game. I want you to just watch, be watchmen. I want you to just make sure that you're okay. Don't get in any big crowds, all that sort of thing, if you can avoid it. And I'm not predicting that anything is going to happen. I'm just saying this as a safeguard. That's what I want you to do. The other thing is we're going to hear of 2 arrests that are going to be extremely shocking worldwide. Pardon me. I want you to know that we are going to hear of an unaliving in the world, and maybe even more. And so until about February 15th, we've got a little time where we have to hold our breath just a little bit. Then we're going to be okay. We got a full moon coming up, and you know what it does in full moon. So just be cautious, and there you go. All right. So that's what I've got so far, and I'll give you more. Now, I'm presuming that many of you saw my last video that I posted way early in the morning about John O'Keefe. He's still here, and I'm not going to ask him to leave. Not until this is done. And pardon me, he's got more to say, but I'm pacing it. I'm pacing it. Diddy and not the president. Diddy, there's going to be some, and there's going to be some shocking, and we may even see someone take off. The one thing that is a little humorous to me on a kind of a dark side is that Luigi Mangione is in the same facility as Diddy. And Diddy is extremely mad that Luigi Mangione is getting a lot of attention. I'm going to say it that way. He's getting a lot of attention. And Diddy is mad. He's extremely mad. Luigi is very popular with the inmates. So there we go. Let me check. I got to check my okay, let me see. I got to make sure I'm okay. Oh, okay. I'm good. Okay, so yes, I will keep talking to John until it is time to say goodbye to him, which I'm going to say will probably be about May. There we go. Good evening. Maybe we should make you a cosmic backdrop. Then you won't need the flickering app. Well, you know what it is, honey. It's called operator error. And I admit it. I'm not on StreamYard. I'm on a different, in fact, this is what I'm going to do. I think it's driving you guys probably crazy too. Let me get rid of this virtual, because I don't care if you see. There you go. Now you're seeing behind me. There you go. You see, there you go. I'm not happy in my little, but I'm not flickering. That's the important thing. Wow, that looks so much better, doesn't it? Gosh, I don't have room for I've got a green screen, but I'm going to tell you this green screen has like, holy mackerel, huge. I need a smaller one because my space here isn't that small. And when I get a better green screen, or when I can set up that better, we can do that. I am in the cosmos for sure, one way or another, my darlings. So, Aunt BB2, yes, I am happy. John has found trust and comfort in telling you what happened, even though you can't share everything he tells you with us at that moment. It's very difficult because, believe me, I believe this energy that I'm getting from him. And I want you to know that if I start spewing out everything, I'll probably get a knock on the door. And I just kind of feel like I don't want to be accusing anybody. You know what I mean? I got to be careful. Thank you. Thank you for understanding. So, and he knows, believe me, his energy knows. The amazing part of all this thing, sorry, I'm putting water in a cup so I can drink it better, so you don't hear me slopping around. I got to show you guys something and you're going to laugh. The other day, I think I made somebody mad on the Crime Time channel with True Oracle. And I'm going to show you. This person said that, well, give me a second. I'm going to show you in a minute here. They said that they thought I was a quack. And I said, well, I'll be a psychic quack. So that's what I made. So there you go. And I just laughed so hard. And I thought, you know what? That is so funny. It doesn't really even matter to me what anybody says. So hello there, my darling Karen. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Jocelyn, I think the world is being punished for evil going on right now. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Now, if a buddy of mine, you all probably know him, has been talking to a lot of people and actually telling me that 2 days after the Golden Globe Awards is when these fires started. Well, they had some people on there making fun of God. Now, you gotta know better. You gotta know better, right? You just gotta know better. If you're wondering what this is over here, that is boy, I cannot even think tonight. That is what I use for my camera. It's an arm of some sort that I use for my camera, and that's the table I make all these videos on. I just turn around my little chair and skippity-doo-dah, there I go. So I didn't want you to think anything is weird and nefarious going on behind me. So there we are, my darlings. So Wild Man's mom just said, I'm glad I can quack you up. Yes, yes. This duck thing, oh my goodness. So we've had a week with Hank Brennan and Dr. Let me check my phone. Dr. Marie Russell. And I'm checking, I'm sorry, because, life is going on. We're getting a food order. I may have a McNugget. There we go. Oh, I love it. Okay. So anyway, and I got to make sure I'm a good girl and put that back where I need to. So anyway, I want you to know something. There's some little telltale signs. If you go back and watch Hanky, and I got something to show you that I think you guys will think are funny too. If you go back and watch Hanky, he lifts his chest up when he's talking and he's really in this authority position and he's speaking from a stance of whatever, go on with it, Hank. And there are some telltale signs. When people purse their lips, like piercing his lips, he did that. Lolly did that. He's breathing from the chest in front of instead of the diaphragm. Those are all telltale signs that there's some, maybe even fear. And the fear is he's got to deliver this right. He's got one chance at this, and that's it. Done. Now, I got to tell you something. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, Lolly spent most of his time on the defense case. So too now, Hanky. Yep. Thank you there, Jewel. Yes. The one thing that I loved was Attorney Robert Alessi giving Lolly some kudos in his closing argument. I just thought that was so hilarious. I loved it. So there's some little telltale signs there about little Hanky. But I'm also going to tell you what else they do. Because people have been asking me, oh my gosh, why aren't these people crazy? Why aren't these people going nuts? And why aren't we hearing anything? Because in another world, when you have even politicians, you have CEOs, people that get up in front of people and they experience anxiety, they give them beta blockers. They're not addictive, but it holds the anxiety down. And I'm going to tell you what a beta blocker does. A beta blocker, I mean, really all you have to do, now I'm not a doctor, I'm not telling you how to do this, but from my understanding, talking to people who've taken them, all you have to do is basically say, I'm going to take this 2 or 3 times. And then all of a sudden your body automatically adjusts. You don't have to take them anymore. So that's why, because it keeps their heart rate down. It keeps them from looking janky, all of these things. It keeps them from looking weird and like they're scared and upset and blah, blah. So that's why. It would not surprise me if the CW, I'm not saying they are, hypothetically, supposedly, it would not surprise me if they're all taking, all of them, even the bad actors, are taking beta blockers to keep all of this emotion so they can keep stone-faced. Because it's not addictive, so you can take it and it doesn't like flip you out and it doesn't give you these weird side effects. It just makes you stoic and a little on the stone-faced side. Who to know? Okay. There we go, Karen. Bless you, heart. I'm going to beta. Okay, right. Because it helps to regulate your heartbeat. Okay. And Lois Lane, my darling, it keeps me from getting migraines. That's right. And Lois says, that's true. I used to take them for that. So that's what, when you see these high-stressed situations, I don't know, maybe even AJ, maybe even Yannetti, maybe even Karen, I don't know. We're probably never going to find out. That's a personal thing. But I want you to know that could be possibly the reason why we don't see any emotion coming from McLaughlin at the CW table. Lolly sitting there. You know what Lolly reminds me of? A little toad. Just when he sits there, it's like he has both hands between his legs. but between his knees. I'm going to say it that way. Both hands between his knees at the table, looking like sad sack. And I'm telling you, yikes. Ken has a question. Zelda, did they only put one shoe back on John or did they take one shoe off? John was very respectful and would have taken his shoes off. My understanding, I'm going to say it this way, Ken. My understanding, supposedly, allegedly, the shoes were off inside the house. When they took him out, because, you know, it was an afterthought. So when they took him out and they literally dumped him and he rolled, because this is going to sound horrible, but I have to say it. John was dead weight. And you can imagine, I don't know how much he weighed, 160, 170, 180. Well, that's going to take 2-3 guys to carry him out and maybe another assistant. So when they dumped him, it's kind of like he rolled, and that's why he landed on his face first. Okay. That whole gig was an afterthought. It was kind of like, oh, crap. We can't say that Lucky, because that was the plan. We can't say that Lucky hit him because they're going to say, what the heck what was he doing out here without his shoes? That doesn't make sense. He didn't have a coat on anyway, but he wasn't wearing one. But so it was an afterthought. So they halfway through put his shoes on, one came off, they dumped him, and they tossed it. That is what I got from him. So with that said, this was just, it was a frantic move because whoever watched them watched the whole thing happen. And he talked about a tree. Now, I'm looking down at the topographical map. I mean, there's a bush, there's a flagpole, there's a bush, and then there's a tree, kind of, sort of, by a fence line. So let me see. Jerry says he was 216 pounds per the Emmy report. Yeah, see, John was tall and he was in pretty good shape. And when you think muscle weighs more than fat, right, my darlings? Right? So that's how that works. Sorry, I keep checking my phone, but we can't let this stuff sit outside. You know how that is. I have a funny story about that. Sometime I'll tell you. Okay. Roxy says, I watched part of the trial, or whatever you call what they were doing. They made a comment that there was nothing on his coat. Of course they didn't. It had been washed. Okay, my darling, look at that sweet profile picture. Marisma. Near the end of the video, did John say shoe? Because it was translated as something else before you went into the shards of glass part. Socks. It may have translated bad, and I'm sorry, but it was socks. It was socks. And you're right, Miss Lois. John did not have a coat on. I thought he had a vest. I thought he had a vest on. Absolutely, Ken. Please feel free to. May I ask another question? Was it the gate near the garages that they took him out of? It's my understanding, supposedly, I'm going to say it that way, allegedly, they went behind the house, because going in front of the house, they would trigger a lot of motion. So they went behind the house and out the gate. As you're looking at the house, it would be the gate on the left-hand side of the house, right behind the flagpole where they brought him out and dumped him quickly. That's my understanding. Roxy, does John understand what they did, why they did it? I know you can't tell us why if he knows. I would just hate to be him and not know. The confusion from everything that I get from John, because with John, it's kind of like, well, I'll tell you what it is. You saw my virtual just a few minutes ago before I fixed it. That's kind of like it, how it is with John. Okay. It's like it fades in and fades out, fades in and fades out. Now, could be the reason that a lot of other people are calling on his energy. That could be. I don't know. But he is confused. These people were supposed to be his friends, and he just doesn't understand. Doesn't understand. Oh, pardon me. Lois says, John may have had an undershirt, but he only had a light hoodie type shirt. Yeah, that's my understanding. And yes, Lisa, thank you, thank you. Hit that like button for Zelda, everybody, and subscribe if you haven't already, both to Crime Time with True Oracle and Seeing Crime. And welcome to all of those coming from and watching from Crime Time with True Oracle. I'm just so happy to have you here. And I'm going to try this, okay? If you would like to order a reading, you may hit that QR code right there. Now, I've tried it and it works, but it may not. It may not. Let me see here. Okay, so let me know. I mean, if you don't have to order, but we would love you to. But if you want to try out the code, you're more than welcome to. Okay, so I'm going to leave that up there for a minute. And I'm going to actually put that there to the side. See, I'm going to tell you, know what I'm going to tell you? All of this, you see all these fancy little things, and the fact that I'm actually streaming simultaneously with Crime Time with True Oracle, we're really doing our best to build that channel as well, because there's so much that we can do with both channels to bring to you. All of this, you see this cool thing? These True Oracle, these QR codes, these tickers running, all of these stuff. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't do that unless I pay a bunch of money with StreamYard. And I don't feel like paying a bunch of money with StreamYard. They sold it to someone else. And I'm just not thrilled with them. Let me see. Okay, so I'm just not thrilled with them. So I thought today, so this is quick. This is why I'm kind of feeling my way through here. Because I did not know, because see on StreamYard, sorry StreamYard, I'm going to talk about you. This is Restream. And somebody scanned the QR code. I just got a little message. Thank you. Whoever that was, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I did not know this, but I could simultaneously be live on 5 channels. That includes, platforms. I can do 2 here on YouTube. I can do another one that starts with a T, 2 T's, TikTok, I can say it. I could be on, pardon me, Facebook, which I'm rarely on Facebook anymore because they steal my content. So I'm loving this. So thank you for your patience, my darlings, in doing this, because um, I got to bring you with me. And you guys, I mean, you guys are the best. You're my best audience. You guys are the best. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here. So there we go. Now, Ken has another question, and that is, does Officer John know who took his socks off? Yes. Yes, he does. Yes. And if that doesn't make you feel queasy to know what can, I mean, pardon me, I'm just going to tell you this. It makes me sick to think that you're laying there on a gurney and anybody can walk in. Anybody can walk in. Anybody can do whatever they want to do. And you're there. They can change your clothes. They can put a hat on you. They can do whatever. Thank you, my darling, because you know what? I'm rarely on there. When they started, pardon me, you seriously, my darlings, when you go on TikTok and you see all these, account, there's like, they make 15 or 20 of them with your, and they were doing that with me. And I thought, no, I'm not going to. So that's fine. That's fine. I would encourage you to. Oh my goodness. Elizabeth, thank you for your generosity, my darling. Thank you. Thank you. Much love to you. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. I love you. Thank you, my dear friend. Elizabeth is one of our founding members. She was one of the absolute first to subscribe to Seeing Crime. And I am so happy for that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, my darling. I appreciate you. I'm on Rumble. I love this. I'll allow it. Stephanie from Canada, my famous Canada Canucks, my very loving friends, our neighbors. Wouldn't that be amazing if we became all one in the Americas? Anyway, I've tried to get on there. I might try. As time goes on, I may try again when I get a really good setup here. So my son's going to have to come in. I can tell the future, but all of this stuff, forget it. So there you go. There you go, my darling. Thank you. I think I might get a reading in the future too. Well, I am very happy. So there you go. Ken says the other officers, I think BA knows a lot about. Yes. And let me see here. There was another question here that I didn't want to miss. Oh, it was a good one too. Oh, I love it. Oh, my Standing Stones is here. The artist. Good to see him. He's wonderful. Thank you. Oh, that is Ken. Sorry. So yes, there we go. Where is that? I'm looking for that. Diane says, I had a reading and wow, I'll never use anyone else from now on. Thank you. Thank you for being so kind. I appreciate it. And I want to say this. Had somebody get a little upset with me because I did the reading for the, I mean, you may as well just call it the poli-sci, the political science reading that I did with the flow chart explaining the Oval Office and the drop down arrows and all this other, because I know people get, there's a lot of anxiety. And the one thing we don't want to do is think that we are being totally and completely left because we are, we have to make sure that, it's like, wouldn't that be terrible to have this investigation and then all of a sudden be like, oh, well, I'm leaving now. Hi, my name's Josh Levy. I'm going off to bigger and better things. See ya. Don't want to be ya. That's not going to happen. And I wanted to calm a lot of fears with that. I did have someone, and if you are watching now, you're more than welcome to come back. But she got a little upset and was thinking that I was politically biased. Has nothing to do with anything political. It has to do with, ready? Are we ready, my darlings? Leadership. That's what it has to do with. Without leadership and the proper forms to put everything in, we have to have a plan. Without that properly executed, we're toast. So it has nothing to do with leadership. Look, I could be a Democrat, I could be a Republican, I could be independent. I want our country in good shape. That's what I look for. I've been paying too much for groceries. I've been paying too much for gas. There's been too much crazy stuff going on. I think it's time for a little change, and when we'll see. That's all I'm saying. So there we go, my darlings. And for, just so you know, it wasn't meant to be that. It was meant to be many other things. So yeah, you may want to check. All right, so anyway, let me see, here we are. Beverly, my darling, I think the Ring camera from the house across the street did view his footage, does not want to be involved with the McCabe's and the McAlberts. The McCabe's and the McAlberts. Supposedly. I think there may have been one more. They didn't miss it. I'm pretty sure they know who it is. They didn't miss it. But you know, all of this that we're going through, because I know many of you are saying, why don't the feds just step in? Because the feds can't. Not in this. The feds cannot step in this. The feds are there for the bad boys. They're there for Meatball and this turkey that's going to go to his hearing on the 15th. Now, I got one more thing with him, because I want y'all to get your questions ready, because we got about 10 minutes before that all happens, as in the readings for you. So y'all get your questions ready. This is such a travesty, crazy travesty, upset, craziness, that they want to make sure. Because if you would see what Trooper Proctor, I'm going to say Pooper Proctor, Trooper, he's Pooper Proctor now. Listen to me, I can't even talk, blah, 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 because he's toast on the 15th. So he will not be, we can say former trooper. I think he's a disgrace to the uniform, in my opinion. I can say that. Because if you would see these other investigations that he's in, Dr. Turek, the Brian Walsh case, and all of these investigations and all of the letters that went out that to all these attorneys that said, holy mackerel, this guy's a real turkey, right? Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. It's going to be funny. Okay, I've got to catch up with your chats, my darling. Amen. Okay, so Ken asked another question. Zelda, my dearie. You know, when you said John showed you an officer patting down in the hospital, I thought to myself, do you think they were looking for something, Jen's earrings or a ring? No. No. I think about the Dawbear, the Dawbert or Dawbear, however you want to say. Did you get everything? Think about the Dawbear hearing. How can I say this? You remember the big deal that they made about something being in his sleeve? Now, that caused these marks on John's arm. Now, John didn't say that. But it makes me wonder, was that a time that they were doing this? The other thing that I want to ask John is about the duffel bag. Because someone has said along the lines that Trooper Proctor took that duffel bag and left. I don't know if that's true. If you know, please let us know. So, Diane, he is. He is. In this time where we have all of this in our country that we need help on, and then we can't depend on these people that are in uniform that are supposed to bring us justice? I don't know. My darling Elizabeth, I'm at a divide on my question. Oh, well, let me see. Did you ask a question before? Because I'm trying to keep up with it, and I'm not doing a good job. Oh, my goodness. Aunt Bibi, 10 crime lab techs. Welcome, welcome. I don't have my little welcome screen yet, but welcome, welcome. Well, here, I'll just do this. Welcome, welcome to the Quack Club. Welcome to the Quack Club. Each and every one of you, thank you, thank you. And it was Aqua E received a membership. Welcome. And Lisa received a membership. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, for those of you new members, I invite you to go through my community tabs and my community posts. You'll now be able to see the community posts for members only. There is a tab in there, and I want you to put the name you want on the end screen. So if you're seeing this, you haven't done that yet, please do, because I want to include you. You're a big part of this channel. So please do that. And also, there are member-only videos that are in that. You'll find the links, and there are more coming. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, here we go. Let me say, I want to announce all these. Shona Lee, welcome. G.A. Peach Meg, I hope I got that right, my darling. Welcome, welcome. We've got a lot of new members. Freda, thank you. White Paint, Mary, Jess, welcome to the community. Welcome, welcome. Kim C. And what the duck? I love it. Welcome, welcome. Okay, there was something back here. All right, a question. Yeah. Do you think whoever the person is by the fence came over because they have heard the pew pew go off to unalive Chloe and caught their attention, and that's how they were? No, I think that there may have been voices that, you can hear at that hour of the night. I think that's what it was, because there was a lot of coming and going. See, the one thing that the CW has not, and thank you for your question. That's a great question. Thank you very much for listening to this, because I got to tell you this. The one thing that if they can make this make sense, okay? If Karen supposedly ran over him in reverse, when she dropped him off and left him there, why did no one else see John in the lawn? Technically, until Karen and Carrie and Jenny Jawbone, in my opinion, drove through and found John face down, and he was face down. Why? What happened? There was a 5-hour span. Gotta just ask you a question. Ladies and gents in the chat, I just want to know, how long do you think a wash cycle takes? Our friend Grace from Dream Feed Media asked that. Wash and dry cycle? I don't know. Uh, Ken, the glass. Yep. Yeah. Yes. You know, Scorpio 11, my darling. I think so too. Yeah. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. No, my reading question. Oh, okay. Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. All right. If you ever need to change your questions and I haven't gotten them, you can always write to customer service and say, hey, I think I fudged up. But the one thing I want you to know is when you order a reading, there's a place for two questions. If you're asking about something, like if you just say, look, my boyfriend, Sammy Squid, his birthday is he's either a Scorpio or he is a Leo or he's a Pisces or he's whatever. I want to know about, is he and I going to get together? If you could be as specific and not run a bunch of questions through, because then it confuses things a little bit. So that will be more helpful because usually a lot of stuff comes out in the reading anyway, if you've ever had a reading. I reckon all cases will be looked at when he is given the boot. Yeah, they're being looked at now. It is craziness. Uh, Welcome to all the new quacks. That's right. Welcome to all the new quacks in the Psychic Quack Club. That's what we are. And welcome. I am your head quack for today. And thank you very much for being here. Um, Quack, quack. Love it, Elizabeth. I love it. There you go. I love it. Yes, there we are. Welcome all new members. Thank you so much. I'm starting to get used to this platform a little bit better. So thank you very much. Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time lots of fun. Now, you know what? After the 25th, we can look forward to hearing from the Supremes. Ooh, baby. And we've got the Chip stuff to hear from too. You know, the CW has underestimated this whole entire crime community because all of you, I have time even remember, but all of you, I have to give you credit. That is why they can't forget nothing. They can't forget nothing. Seriously. Because we're not going to let it go. We're not going to let it go. And listen, I'm going to tell you something. When this new administration comes in, okay, and we know who is the Senate confirmation hearing for the U.S. District Attorney for Massachusetts, I will then kind of help you if you want to write a very nice letter and say, hello, sir or madam, U.S. District Attorney for Massachusetts, blah, blah, blah. I am a concerned citizen. Nothing wrong with that. And if you do it just concisely and not go on about, oh, this person is a scumbag from, you know, he broke his green crayons back in 1979 and I've not forgiven him since, they won't pay attention to that. We may have a little thing that we'll work on that together, okay? Because I think there's some other things too, because I think there will be a new district, U.S. District Attorney for Indiana, and I'm not sure. But if there is, there needs to be some stuff looked into about the Delphi case, right? My wash cycle takes 1 hour and 1 minute. Bless you. See? So about 4 hours, 4.5 hours, dry as an hour. Yes, plus everyone that left the house, absolutely. Good timing there, Clerk Jim Clown. Absolutely. Listen, I love you guys. Your names just always crack me up. And I'll tell you what, when I'm watching EDB and Attorney Melanie, I'm going to tell you what, the names that come on there, I love every one of you because I know y'all watch. I watch, but I can't even hardly participate anymore because I have to be doing stuff, and so I have to be listening. And I love it when Attorney Melanie says, "Wait, you're going to have to look at the screen now," and we all rush and look at the screen. I love that. So Dana, not long, was easily done in the amount of time that John was in the house. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Well, you can do a quick wash for 15 minutes, but normally it's 42, and then the dryer's at least. You know what? I love you guys because I know how long it takes. In fact, I have mine on a double rinse. So on a double rinse, my wash takes about 58 minutes. Maybe not that long, but it's kind of long. Elizabeth, that would have surely been on the Ring camera. Karen hitting John, absolutely. And I'm going to tell you this. That's a good point, Elizabeth. I'm going to put you right back up there, darling, and I'll tell you why. Don't you think if they had that ringtone that showed, Karen, look, everybody's brother, dog, mom, pup, and Waffle House have ring cams now. You don't think that we're not going to see that? If Karen ran into him, they would have been parading that. Karen would be already gone. They would have been parading that around like four men that worked a 12-hour shift. But nope, nope. I love that. And yes, Ashley, you know what? Thank you for being a darling and reminding me. See, you guys have to keep me in line. I need you. Did you know that? I need you guys. 7,000 subscribers. We are very close on the Crime Time with Tarot deep dive. Once we receive that, we are going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be doing let me see there. I think you're seeing it backwards, but it is 2 Kipper decks we're going to be giving away. I'm going to be giving away a reading. And I'm also going to tell you this. If you can do us the favor, and when I post videos, because you're going to know it when I post videos and when Marie or anyone else posts on Crime Time with True Oracle, if you can go over there and watch, because we are really working toward getting monetized. That helps to bring the channel to you and helps give better content. The moment that we're monetized, we'll probably do a giveaway for there too. And who knows, I might even find out some other things, but then you can have a reading with me. And when we get to that 7,000, I'm going to give away a reading, a 2-question reading, video reading, where I send you the link and you can have it forever and ever. So thank you very much for Ashley Lauren. I appreciate you. I love this. Hank's broken pencil. His clothing was wet. Would they have dried his clothes? I think they probably would have. But I think he was wet from being outside. He was probably outside a good 30, 45 minutes. So I don't believe they dried his clothes because they said stuff was soaked, right? Well, see, he was laying on the ground and in the snow. And when Carrie and Karen rolled him over to give him CPR, I don't know, see. I don't know. That's a good point, though. Thank you so much. Let me see. So are you going to tell us when to ask our question, or should we do it now? No, we're gonna do a switch over. I just want to make sure I get these things through. All right, no detriment to Karen. None taken. But did Karen go to Fairview before she picked Jen up? Just wondering, as the chip of the... No, she didn't. Because the timelines, when she left the house, I think One Meadows Ave, where John lived, was just a few minutes. So you could do the timeline from when Karen left and when her phone connected to John's Wi-Fi. So, and then there was a timestamp when she left and left that. So I don't think so, in all honesty. But you know what? That's a great question. Y'all probably asked this, but did John have an Apple Watch? I don't know. I think he did, because they're looking at his steps. Yeah, I think he did. I think he did because they were looking under his steps. Jewel, we have rolling thunder here. Oh, reminds me of that Garth Brooks song. The case with the doctor, the defense is now calling for text messages during the time the unalived wife. Yeah, it's getting kind of janky. Scorpio, that is what I've heard. I am from Mass, only 45 minutes from Canton. Oh, okay. We need to quack this case. Absolutely, Penelope. You guys, I love it. You know what? This little guy right here, I think I'm just going to make this little fellow our mascot. Well, I think that's supposed to be me. So there you go. Quacks me up. I love it. I love it. Okay, the Psychic Club, Dr. Best. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. All right, I'm going to wrap up these questions because I want to get started for all of you, and we'll get. So I'm going to get through this chat really quick. Was there a shower in the bathroom, basement bathroom? No, I don't think so. All he told me was that he remembered being in a very cold, dark place and laying there, that he was put there. So I don't know. I think if there were several people undressing him, it wouldn't take long. It wouldn't take long. If I can work this right. Standing Stones, 1776. I love it. Why would they wash his clothes and what items? I think all of them, because I think for the DNA, my opinion. And the other thing is, I think they would wash his clothes because, and I think that's why there was an issue with the socks, because he could have had blood and dog hair in the socks. Have you ever tried to pick a dog hair out of the socks? Cat hair? Have you ever tried to wash them and you still have cat hair and dog hair in your socks or in a sweatshirt or whatever after it's washed and dried? That when you get hair like that, and if he was walking around in his stocking feet, but when he told me those were not his socks, I have to believe him. Okay, could the house across the street get charged for interference if their Ring video didn't? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but I would think that that would be something that they definitely would be looking into. Most definitely. Maybe an obstruction of justice. I don't know. If I'm not mistaken, they're looking for things across many files. Officers whom have been spoken are also being looked at. Yes. Pardon me. Absolutely. Absolutely. Rah, rah, rah. I think we all have met in Melanie Little's chat. I think so too. We're all little cupcakes. I love her. She is she is my favorite law tuber, although I do like many others, but I like her because she takes the time. And she's not a theatrical, even though she could be. I like the fact that she takes the time and that she's human with this, is she's going to give us our opinion. Some of these other lawyers, they don't want to say too much. I like that she gets involved like that, and she really rattles it out when you know that there's yeah. I've been screaming about the 3 leaders of the missing you know what and lost. What was on the lawn or either in the street? I don't, you know. I don't know. There's some fuzzy there, and I agree with you, Ken. But I think there's still. I think they did the quick washy thing because here's the thing. Think about this, my friends. If you wash clothes and you put laundry soap and detergent in the washer, you smell that. Like when I take out my clothes from a washer, I smell the laundry, right? You smell that they're clean. You put them in the dryer, you're going to smell that they're clean. If you put them in there without just in the water basin to swish them around and get them. Because remember, Nicole, pardon me, is the cleaner. Think about that. So if they smelled of still that stuff, it would make sense. Okay. All right. I'm going to kind of go through these chats really quickly because I want to get over to our own questions here. Elizabeth, okay, I think I get it. Washed and dried John, got him wet again to seem like he's out in the snow since. I think that's what it is. I mean, they could have washed him and hosed him down. They could have just taken a bucket. And you know, it makes a lot of sense because, you know, if it's freezing and you pour water on someone, what's going to happen to them? They're going to freeze. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Let's think about that. Okay. Kai, how do you scan for a question? You're on a laptop. Just put your question in the chat when the time comes. You don't have to scan it, if that's what you're talking about, my darling. Okay, so let me see. Butcher paper. Yeah, that was at the hospital that they put his clothes on the butcher paper after they took him off, and they were on the floor. Oh gosh, these people. I think what happened was, Karen, that they may have washed them and redressed him and then poured water on him to make him wet so he would freeze when he was outside. I think that's what I'm getting. The bar sign you've seen breaks my heart. It does me too. Because that last bit, when you see him outside walking around with the glass, that's the last moments of his life. That's the last 30 minutes of his life. Okay, let me see. If your laptop has a camera, hold it up to the TV so the camera. Oh, I know what you're meaning. Duh. How do you screen this? Well, honey, you don't have to. I'm going to run a ticker here. Just give me a second if I can figure out what the heck. Go over to this website. Okay. In fact, give me a second. I'm going to show you. I'm going to just show you. Here we go. Where is it? Oh, it came down here and it's little. There we are. Now let me move this around so I can show you. If you go up here to the top, you may not be able to see it, but you're going to see a little on the menu that says shop. And it's a psychic shop. What you want to do is oh no, you don't want to go there. Let me see. Offerings, tarot reading, video readings. You go to offerings and then video readings. That's where you go. Okay. And that's how you do it. So when you're there, and let me do this, my darlings. Let me get this off here. What you do is you go to the trueoracle.com/video reading and you'll have it. Let me see. Yeah, video reading. It's not plural. So just video reading, singular, and you'll have it. So you can, now I understand. Now I understand. Okay. Nancy was the neighbor across, gave the police a red Solo Clubs. He had to know what was going on. Also, he isn't a PA. I think he knows probably a little bit more than, thank you very much for scanning the code. Probably does know a little bit more. Okay. All right, I'm seeing a lot of, and we could be here all night, but here's what I want to do, my darling, because I know you all have a lot of questions, and you never know, we can come back to this. Okay, so here we go. Let me take this video reading down because I've got another little thing that I want to show you. Okay, let me take that QR code down. I'll hide that, and I'm going to hide the chat. Thank you so much. All right, my darlings, get ready. Put a question mark in front of your question because it is now time to do the video readings. And I'm going to just take a minute to set up my other little camera here. Just give me a little minute and we're all going to be good because I want you all to see this too. All righty. I got so many cords around here. I'm just quacking up. All right, my darlings. If I can get this. I can get it. I can do it. I can do it. We're not going to worry. We're not going to worry. Thank you all so much for your patience. Okay. So here we are. Are you ready, my darlings? Welcome to the card cam. We're going to switch that over here and y'all can see what cards that I lay out here. Now, I'm going to tell you what. I think I'm just too cool. All right. Let me see. Looking for new employment. Okay, Beverly has a question, and we're going to get you the answer. I'm going to take the cards out. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. I hope y'all can see. I think you can. The lighting is okay. We're going to do this for about the next 45 minutes. And then Turtle Boy is going to be going over, yeah, look at it. Look what I have, the Kipper. And if you want something specifically with the Kipper, just let me know. But anyway, I'm going to be sending y'all flying over to Turtle Boy's live tonight because he is going to be going over Jenny Jawbone's testimony, in my opinion. That's what okay. So here we are, my darlings. Here we are. So for right now, y'all seen these before. I have let me adjust my camera here. All right, so I have this Cartomancy deck. We're going to put that to the side. And we have the Kipper, and then we have this. All right, looking for new employment. Will I have any luck and make a change? Thank you. You're most welcome. Let's see what the cards say. Let's see what the cards say. Here we are. My darling Beverly, here we are. It is not the end, but what you're going to be going through is kind of a painful transition, okay? But look, you're going to have some choices coming up. And the answer is yes. You will have luck, but it's going to be a minute. You'll have luck making the change. So you just got to be a little patient, okay? All right, so you're going to be a little patient, and then you're going to be okay. So you'll be okay. I promise you'll be okay. All right, so let me put these cards back in. All right, Karen, I'm going to try to get to you too, as many as I can in the next 45 minutes, okay? So will my financial situation ever get better? Well, we'll see, Karen. I know the answer to that. And the answer is yes, it will. I have my cards upside down, sorry. Yes, it will. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my cards, but they want to be a little janky. Yes, they will. And here is a card for you. We see. There we go. You can see them that way. Definitely. It looks like you've got some help from someone else coming, and there's a brand new beginning coming with you, and you're going to be wiping the slate definitely clean. So believe me, my darling, it will work out for you, and it will improve. It's going to be a little bit yet, but it definitely will. Thank you so much for asking that. Okay, let me see. Is my dad okay with this selling of his house after his passing? This, I'm going to take out the playing cards for this question. Here we are. Let me ask you a quick question, because I think your dad is coming through as though he was almost isolated in his house before he passed. If he was, then I think he has some residual energy left over there. I'm just going to say that. And he's more worried about you. And will he be okay with that? And the answer is yes, because there's a lump sum of money coming from that house. And I think you do need to sell it. He's going to be okay with it. So there we go. And let me see. I'm going to do questions only now. So we've flipped over from our friend John, and that we're going to do some of the other art questions here, because I want Marie to see that. I want her to know that I'm a good reader. There you go, Marie. Marie is a Capricorn, and my son is a Capricorn. So when you see the devil card coming out, and you know what? I'm going to take this overlay off. Let me take the overlay off, because that's kind of obstructing our view a little bit. So when you see the devil card coming out and you hear me say, I have friends, I have loved ones that are Capricorn. Well, Marie and my son are involved in that. So there we go. All right. So Auntie, my little sweet Auntie B, was doing undercover work on the Sandra Birchmore case, and they found out about it. Thank you. It's a good question. You know who this significator card is? That's not John. That is another police officer. The answer is he knew about it. He was very frustrated about it. He knew that there were some things that was going on. So I think tentatively he did know. But was it a reason that they ganged up on him? Not in my opinion. All right. Will my oldest son hold down a job? We're gonna ask the tarot. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. He's got a little bit to learn yet, my dear Tazo. Don't mean to mispronounce that. My dear T, I'm going to say it that way. Got a little bit to go yet. All right. But, oh, that card was supposed to be in here. Let me do another shuffle. I'm going to get another one for you. It's dark on my end, so right now you're juggling things. Oh, let me see. My camera wanted to stop for a minute. All right. Right now he's juggling things a little bit, but yes, the answer is yes. Let me plug my phone in. Did I lose you? No, I didn't swipe out. I didn't swipe out. I'm so happy that I didn't. Oh my goodness. If y'all saw what I did, I opened probably 20 tabs on my computer at the same time. Okay. Here we are, my darlings. Let me plug my camera in. There we are, so we don't get janky. All right, so I hope that helps. But yes, he's going to be okay. He's going to be okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. Scorpio 11, my darling. Will my financial situation be better in 2025? Out come the Cartomancy for this. And let me know when we're almost done. We're going to go another 30 minutes with this. If you like this sort of thing. Oops, my camera is lagging. The answer is yes. There has been some uncertainty coming. I think that you've carried over from 2024. But the answer is yes, because you're going to be working in a much more stable environment, in a either looks like some type of hobby, something that you're going to be able to bring in some extra money. So yes, you will. All right. Jerry, my darling, is next. Let me see. Are you going to be moving this year? We're going to see. We're going to see. Something's been holding you back, but you know what? That's going to be worked out. Whatever it is that has been holding you back is now getting worked out because you're working on that particular situation. So the answer is yes. It may be mid to the closer to the fall when you do, maybe, but yes. And don't worry about the Tower card. Yeah, that looks like a real mess, but I want you to know this. That is a card that says, look, you got to pay attention to this, and it's temporary. It's a temporary card, so I don't want you to get upset or get scared of that card, okay? So don't worry about that. So yes, you will be moving this year. It's just whenever you can pull it together, Jerry. Sakina, should I move this year or wait it out? We're going to see. And I have a kitty who's standing here trying to figure out how he can jump in the middle of this. So if we're, I may have to jump up. Here, get. Psh. Go. Sit down there. Sorry. He's got his hands all over things. All right. And yeah, my cats have hands. Should I move this year or wait it out? There's some things that you've got to find out before you move. You'll know what they are. If you don't already, you will know what they are. This is a card that basically says protect your energy, but use your gut instinct. So I'm going to say this. Follow your gut instinct. I do believe everything is going to work out for you, my darling. Yes, I think you will, because all of a sudden it's going to be this light bulb go off with you, and you're going to be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, that works. I'll get it worked out. That's what it'll be. So yes, I do believe that. Okay, my darling Elizabeth. All right, my court trouble with my ticket. Am I going to be all right? Elizabeth, my darling, we've got to make sure that you're okay. Yes, look at that Ace of Cups. That is a brand new beginning. Your cup runneth over. And that is also a benevolent hand coming out of the heavens to help. This is a water sign. I don't know when this started for you, but oh boy, there's a cat after my lamp. Petey, get. Sorry. I have to do that. I'm sorry. He don't like that. This is a timing card, but I think this, I don't know if this happened for you last summer or fall, but you're going to be okay. It's going to work out in the end for you, Elizabeth. So try not to lose sleep over it. Okay, honey? You're going to be okay. Roxy, my darling. Will Tony and I reconcile in January or February? Let's see. There is going to be some choices that you have to make, my darling, before reconciliation can come. And as long as you have all the facts, and pardon me, but I've got to get rid of this cat. Petey, you know, isn't that, I'm going to tell you what they did. They have slept all day. And standing here and being like, oh, mommy, you know, we just love you so much. We'll be good. And then the moment that I stream, it's like they're toddlers. And that is a little mint. Okay. Petey. You want to see? Look, there's this man. You see this man right here by my printer, hiding behind there? He's going to get that little pink nose in big troubles. Especially if he knocks out my lamp. Lord, wouldn't that be heck? All right, let me get these cards straightened up. Okie dokie. Okay. Scorpio, my darling, will you ever be able to see your grandchildren again? Well, let's figure this out for you. No, I don't want this deck. I want this one. All right, let's see. Well, the answer is resounding yes. It's going to be a little bit. Look at that. Yes. There's a brand new beginning. I don't know the circumstances behind it, and I don't need to know. But it looks like there will be some resolve in where you're able to ease back into that situation again. Prayers for you, my darling. I know all about that. Believe me. Dana, my darling. Well, I have another cat that chooses me. I'm going to tell you right now, I just saw it. Yes, it is a calico. Yes. Yes. Watch for her. You will. Okay, I got that one. And just please do your question one time so everybody else can put it in there, because I'm just going down and I'm going to answer them as long as I can. So there we go. Okay. So Clerk Jim, will ADA McLaughlin say yes? I sent her a love letter and asked her to the judicial ball. Is that a joke? Maybe I better click off that one. Okay. You want to know? I don't know what you want to know about your daughter-in-law. If you could be a little bit more specific, okay? Linda, will I ever have grandkids? Will I ever have grandkids? Linda, you darling. Yes. Look at that. This is a card of pregnancy. This is a card that basically says, and I'm going to see, let's see. At least one coming. You may even know about it this year. But yes, you will, my darling. Ah, that's exciting. Mrs. Smith, oh, my darling, will I end up having a fourth baby after all my miscarriages? Let me see here. That answer is yes, and this is a timing card, my darling. I think you may... I don't like to answer pregnancy questions, but I'm going to say I think that this year will be successful. Okay. All right. Maritzma, did John get any bad vibes from BH when he was walked up to them at the bar that night? Did he think she was joking about fighting with Karen? Okay. We're going to try to combine all that and just basically say what were the vibes that John got that night. What, and was he kind of like clued into everything that was going on, you know? John had a childlike approach to this, as in he wanted to make sure that he wasn't overthinking and overanalyzing anything, and he was trying to ignore it. So that tells me right there that yes, he kind of felt some things, and there is Karen. So we'll I'm just going to kind of leave it at that. So there you go. And thank you so much for whomever scanned the barcode again. Much appreciated to you, my darlings. Okay. So Heather Davis, my darling, how are you? Will my fur baby start getting along very soon? Well, I know how that is too. When you think somebody is going to get along, and there's another little upset happen. Yes, by summer, they will all be getting along. They should be. They should all be. Patience fur mommy, patience fur mommy, but yes, they will. By summer, they'll all be getting together. And Ken says, it's my bedtime. Oh, thank you, Zelda, and everyone for making me very welcome. You are welcome at any time, Ken. Thank you so much for being here. We love you. Hope everyone gets great answers from the cards. Love to all. And sweet dreams to you, my darling. Thank you so much for being here. You really made our stream nice tonight with all your questions. I loved it. Okay. So, Karen, you're welcome very much. Okay, I want to try to get people who haven't had a question yet. And if we get everybody answered, then I'll come back to you, okay? Will my husband get better? Let's see. I don't usually do medical questions, but I'm going to see if we can pick up a little bit on his energy. That's your husband. Yes, there's going to be a process, and it looks like a learning process. So there's going to be a little, it's going to be a little time consuming. His energy is like he's what do I want to say? He's learning. As the cards fall out of my hand. This spring, you're going to see a difference. Okay? This spring, you'll see a difference. Positive. Okay. Cheryl, questioning if should try to start side business with the elderly. Well, I think that's a wonderful ambition. Let's see. Let's see what the cards say. I think it's going to be a little frustrating for you at first because there's going to be more to it than what you think. This is an education card. So I think as long as you have down all the facts and you know what you're getting into, I think that it could be something very lovely for you and very wonderful. Let me clear this energy. I think it could be definitely something very lovely. So I think I would look into it and get all your little ducks in a row. You know what that is. Get them all in a row. Okay. Erica. First of all, Concepta McNamara. All right. What you'll do is go to trueoracle.com and you can actually call me. First-time callers have a wonderful, I think it's like 10 minutes. Marie may want to put it in the shop chat or in the shop. Or you can order a video reading with me. And you can put that video reading with me. Let me see if I can put that up here again. Either way, my darling, either way. But you can talk to me on the phone if you like. You can have a video reading with me. There you go. Oh, now you can see everything else. Here we go. Behind the scenes with Zelda. That looks pretty good. Well, we're just going to keep it that way. How's that? I didn't even know it would do that. Thank you for asking that question because you sure helped me. I hope that answered your question. Okay. Erica, my darling, you see me down here? Hello. Is my father-in-law watching over us and guiding us in making family and work decisions? Well, let's see. Let's see what your father-in-law is doing. And don't look at my mess over here. You see I've got my journal and everything over here, but hey, I like it when you all are here with me. It just makes me feel like I'm at home. All right, here we are. My darling, isn't that a wonderful card? The answer is yes. In fact, it's quite funny because this is the card of decisions. It's a card of making a decision and working through things and making sure that you have all the facts and in a very positive way. So that is a resounding yes. Resounding yes, Erica. Okay. Scorpio 11. I think I answered you already one time, my darling. So we'll come back if we have more time, okay? Uh, Jolin Zimmerman, I hope I pronounced that correctly. If I didn't, please forgive me. Have had 5 or more head injuries. Will psychic ability ever come back? Bless you, my darling. Let me see. Yes. There are some things working on behind the scenes right now. Yes. But I don't think it's going to be like you thought like in the past. It's going to be different. But I don't think you ever lost them. I just think that it became you were overshadowed by your injuries. You will have your abilities back again. No doubt. You will do that. All right. Eminem 94, you go. Will my daughter get recruited for college lacrosse? Oh, I love lacrosse. I just think that is so wonderful. I've been able to watch it a few times. I love lacrosse. Let me see what we've got going here. I'm rooting for your daughter, and the answer is yes. She may not, now listen, she may not be able, it seems like right away, and I think you're going to kind of be thinking, oh, crud, what's happened? But in the end, yes. Yes. Tell her to keep working. Tell her to keep, yes. The answer is yes. Okay, and yes, I think I answered that, my darling, and you're quite welcome, my darling. Okay. I've been single for 15 years. Will I meet someone or remain single? Well, let's just see. Let's see what the cards say, Bernice. You're going to meet somebody, going to be a little younger than you. Not too much. It's not going to be a May-December relationship. No, let me rephrase that. You're not going to be a cougar. not a big cougar. But the answer is yes, you will. This meeting will come out of the absolute blue. You will think that you're taking a risk by doing it, and it's only a risk if you feel it's going to be a risk. And you know what signs to look out for. You know what to think. So there you go, my darling. Absolutely. You're not done yet. You're far from being done yet. Although I don't see you meeting somebody on a dating site. It's going to be organic. In fact, it's going to be coming out of the blue, if I didn't say that already. Marisma. Was my brother's invisible friend as a kid a real spirit? Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes, he was. This looks like it was someone who was connected with either the house that you were in or somewhere in the neighborhood and around. So yes, not harmful, but yes. I think your brother could describe him. Yes, it was the energy of a spirit. Aqua E. Aquarius, my darling. Okay. Do any of the McAlberts have any remorse? Not yet. Not yet. Unfortunately, they will only feel Hold on, everybody. I'm quacking up. I'm quacking up here. I'm quacking up. They will only have remorse after they've gotten caught. If that makes any sense. They will only have remorse once they get caught. That's how that happens. Because right now, they just planned things that they thought they were just going to walk away. Tickety boom. and they didn't get to. Will my daughter, what the duck? Absolutely. Will my daughter come through her current anxiety struggles and be able to get back to school? Well, let me see. Let's see what the Cartomancy is doing well tonight. And I want you to know, in these quick sessions, because I am originally a card reader, that's what I learned on growing up. I've been reading cards since I was 14 years old. In 2 months, I will have my 50th anniversary of reading cards, and we are going to celebrate. There's a lot we're going to celebrate. They're telling us a lot. Let's see what it says about your daughter. Honey, I'm going to say this. There's something, see this 9 of Hearts? The answer is yes. But I'm also going to say this. There is something that is holding your daughter back, that she's either not telling or she's not being able to. That's what's causing the current anxiety. It is something that happened. Maybe it had something to do with someone being a little jealous, more or less, something like that. Someone else being jealous of your daughter. I think your daughter is a real sweetheart. She's going to come out of this okay. There you go. She will be okay. Okay, Erica, I think I answered a question for you? I want to get the people that I haven't answered one so far, okay? So we'll come back if we still have time. Another 15 minutes we're going to go. Will my oldest son do okay? This is in his present job. Okay, let me see. My dear Lois Lane. Yes. Yes. I think at first you thought, and I think even now you may think it's a little risky, but these are money cards. And this is a bigger, this is something that he's going to be able to build a foundation with and then move on. And if he moves on quickly, that's okay. Because I think your son is a late bloomer. And I say that lovingly, because your son is very intelligent, and when he figures out really his direction, and he will, look out. Nothing ain't going to hold him back. You're very welcome, Scorpio. I appreciate it. Deb J, 232323. I'm a full-time paramedic. I love you. Thank you so much for your service, my darling Deb. Thank you so much. You're doing something that I sure couldn't do. Who needs to work 2 jobs to make ends meet? Will I catch a break in 2025 so I won't have to work so many hours? Well, you poor darling. Let me take a look. That's you. That's this summer. And let's see what's going to happen this summer. Yeah, look at this. Look how some of these cards come out over and over. Yes. There's going to be an opportunity come to you that is going to open a door, but you're going to think like, oh my heck, should I do this or not? It's going to be a risk. Now I'm going to say, when I say a risk, something that you normally wouldn't do, or it's something that you just have to take a leap of faith. That's what it'll be. Yes. Yes. 2025 is going to be an excellent year, a commemorative year. And I think for many of you, I'm going to say for many of us, commemorative year. Yes, you will catch a break, my darling. You will definitely. You are very welcome, my darling. And look at that. I love all those little hello, Tran 444. Hello, kitties. Kitty, 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 kitty. Oh, I did that. And Petey's looking. Now that I just got him. Zelda. What the duck? Zelda. I said duck. Wake up. Welcome to the Duckers. Okay. So, boy, that didn't sound very nice, did it? I didn't mean it that way. But anyhow, it was funny, I thought. All right. I have a kitten chasing my thumbs. When I type, let me see. She's a few months old. Oh, you know what? I don't know. I'm going through this stage where I see all these little animal videos, the cats, the dogs, even turtles, and I tear up. It's like, what is wrong with me? Okay. Um, yes, for sure. You are welcome, Scorpio. Oh, Dana, I didn't know you had a calico. Maybe her spirit is there, but listen, there's another calico coming to you from the Cat Distribution Society. So there's another calico. But this one, I think your calico, from the way I'm looking at her, was very, I want to say, differently marked. This new one, she's going to have some orange and some very funny space. I love calicos. I've only had one in all my cat life. So there we go. But yes, calico, another one, darling. The calicos love you. Yes, my darling. Will my enlightenment journey help get rid of my health issues? Well, we're going to see. Now, I don't read medical, but we're going to see how this works. That is you. It is going to assist you. Let me say that. But it looks like there's something that within you that you're going to have to put some boundaries up around. I don't know if you know what I mean. I don't know if I know what I mean. But this is what's coming to me, and that you need some boundaries, and that is also going to help you get through your health issues. So I'm going to say an enlightenment journey certainly makes this journey that you're going through a little bit better to bear. So it is going to help you get rid of it is going to help you with all that, if I can say that. Okay, my darling. Well, Crystal, you're not too late. We're here. So I'm so happy that you're able to be here. Sakina, you're so welcome. Jewel, let me see. Is your daughter-in-law ever going to be nice to you? Okay. Well, I got to say this. Somebody is making a lot of sacrifices. And I think you both are. You and your daughter-in-law both. And I think that both of you kind of sort of got off on the wrong foot. And both of you, it's been a challenge for both of you. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you're wrong or she's wrong, because that's not how I'm getting it. I'm just getting it that, but especially with your daughter-in-law, I think there is a misunderstanding that happened early on. And that is your daughter-in-law. And the answer is yes. Yes. There will be a little delay yet, but ultimately, yes. And I think that you both can agree to disagree. And like I said, I don't think it's anybody's fault. I just think that, sometimes there's people we just have a hard time getting along with, no matter who it is. And I'm pretty sure that's you're going to be okay. So yes, you will. You will. You will. She will. You both will get through this. Ashley, health issues. Mine are being treated without a cause, just treating the symptoms. Yikes, I know, honey. That's tough in our medical fields right now. Crystal, I love hearing your fur baby, but I always look around because I feel cats right now. This mic picks up on anything. And listen, I listened to that last live where all of you were saying, listen, we hear this person, and you can hear what they were saying. And I think John was involved because we were really talking about him a lot. All right. So thank you so much, Dr. Lady Zelda. Thank you so much, my darlings. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. I know it's a hard one to ask. It is, my darling, and you're very welcome. And you know, I'm sending you all the best. And we all hope that you have wonderful success. And I know you're going to be here, so you keep us posted how that's going for you. All right. So let me see. I want to see if I've got anybody that hasn't had a question yet, because we're going to have to start winding down. Pardon me. Yeah, it was an accident. Heather, my darling, you are so welcome. I just love you guys. Crystal, he is. Here's the thing. Not everybody gives us signs. Sometimes it could just be your thought process of thinking about him, like out of the blue in a certain something or other. So he is. He's waiting on you. Lisa, all right, I want to make sure. All right, lost my grandpa 2 years ago yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. Is he okay with my grandma, with me? Miss them terribly. You know, I miss my grandparents too. I really do. I was close to both my grandparents. There's the separation card today. There's another 2. So he is with your grandmother. I'm laughing because your grandfather is telling me that he's bored. Does that sound like your grandpa? I think your grandpa could have been a real character. He's telling you not to be uncertain and that forget about the past and all the hurt. Everything is okay. I don't know what he's meaning about that, but maybe he's talking about himself. But yes, he's doing okay. And they check in on you every now and then. They're busy. They're busy. They're with other family members. They're busy. Just look forward to spending an eternity with them. That'll be the cool thing. All right. Yes, absolutely. Oh, they'll only be sorry when they're caught is extremely selfish. Absolutely, absolutely. So it's okay, Wilds Man Moms. Okay. God bless you guys. Congratulations on your 50 years in card reading. Listen, it's been a journey. We're going to talk about that when my little anniversary comes. We'll talk about my journey. We'll talk about it. It's really something. Kelly, my darling. Hi, Zelda. I lost my dad a few years ago and I didn't get to say goodbye as it was unexpected. I'm very sorry for that, Kelly. I understand that whole thing. Does he visit me at all? The answer is yes. He does visit you. And I wonder if there is a certain smell like coffee or cigarette smoke or something your dad wouldn't have to smoke or drink coffee, but if there's a certain out of the blue smell, yeah, if you're doing that, yes, yeah. So yes, my darling. It surprised him as well too, but it happened so quickly that he was sorry that he wasn't able to say goodbye, but he's doing okay. Thank you. I saw the spirit in the house growing up. I guess I wasn't cool enough for a friend. Oh, that's funny. You're so cute. Yeah, yes. That will have, Yeah, yes, you eventually, your son eventually will. There's some things that he has to confirm yet, but yes. Confirm meaning he's got to get through yet, and then he will. Okay. Oh, and there's my Cornelia. We can't leave without answering her question. Hi there, my darling. Will I get a job in Florida soon? I love you, Cornelia. All right. There's the ace of, yes, you will be employed before the summer. So sometimes when I look at these things, it gives me a range. Yes, it's going to be like, oh my gosh, like it's not happening, it's not happening, it's not happening. And then boom, it happens. So yes, my dear, you will. Yes, you will. So blue smiling face. Well, thank you so much. All right. And Aquarius, that's born on, oh my goodness, the 29th. So I did sad to hear that the date of, yes. Oh, I know, my darling. I know. It's very, it's a bittersweet day, isn't it? Janine, when will my oldest daughter find a boyfriend and have a long-term relationship? And woo, that came out. It should be this year, and it will be before October, but there will be, um, she's working through this and working through some things. So yes, I think she's going to find the boyfriend before, but it'll be off and on. And then toward the end of this, toward the fall, maybe summer, there we go. I think you'll be okay. All right. Um, so Dana and her calico. Oh my goodness, Dana, you, you're not going to have to wait too much longer. This little sweetheart's going to come to you pretty quickly. What the duck? It took me a minute because you made me cry, but thank you so much for taking time to answer. Oh, oh, bless you, my sweetheart. Well, don't cry. It's all good. It's all good. Keep us posted on your progress. Will you do that? I would love to know. Thank you so much. You are so welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Dana, my goodness. Thank you so much for the super chat. Woo! Thank you, my darling. You're so generous, Dana. Thank you. Thank you. You are so welcome. There we are. I live in Florida too. Yeah, I've got friends in Florida. Um, Lois, my darling, thank you for your generosity. Oh my goodness. That is so kind. Thank you. Thank you. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. You guys just blow me away. I'm blown away. We're going to have to leave soon. We've got to get over to see, um, he lived 106 years old. Lisa, oh my goodness, bless him. So, Lisa, I'm crying. Oh, just turned 40, but I'm still for. You're going to make it through, darling. You're going to make it through. I'm an older mother, so you're going to make it through. I don't think we have time for anything more because I want to get on over. So, anybody that I have not gotten tonight, um, we're going to do next week. How about that? We'll do that again next week. We'll have 1 hour. We'll catch up on everything because we need to talk about Pooper Proctor. We do need to talk about that. And we got to get ready to go over to Turtle. All right. So I want to thank you, each and every one of you. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to start using, the rods. And we're going to do that one night. I got to find some rods or even a wire coat hanger. That doesn't happen anymore. Thank you, my darlings. I love you so much. And I'm going to send you right over there. I appreciate this was fun tonight. And thank you for Marie for being here. Thank you. Thank you. I love it. You guys are the best. So have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful week coming. And you're going to see a lot about me and anything that comes through. Anything that comes through from John, I'm going to share it. And Kirsten, thank you so much for your compliment. It's a tryout. It's a little try. We'll see what happens. You just never know. Sometimes I get bored. You know how it is. Thank you, my darlings. You all be wonderful. And peace, love, and thank you so much for being in my quacky community. You guys are great. Thank you again. If you need a reading, head on over to the QR code. Thanks again, my darlings. Have a good night. Bye for now.